Actually, I haven't found that much info regarding Starterra on the English YouTube, so that's why I decided to record this one. The Starterra is a IDO launchpad on the Terra blockchain. IDO is initial DEX offering, which means that when the launchpad starts to sell a token, at the same time it is listed at least on one DEX. So it depends on the platform, but that might be 1inch, PancakeSwap, in terms of Terra, probably TerraSwap or Loop Finance. At the moment there are two platforms on the Terra Luna blockchain, and one is Pylon, another one is Starterra. I'm using Pylon for some time already, with more or less success. I would share this in a different video, but I haven't used Starterra that much yet. I mean, I tried one IDO. So how this works, there is a Starterra app on the homepage. This platform seems to be gamified. I'm not very hyped by that, but some people probably are, and it got some psychological effect because there is some competition on this platform. So here there are listings, and one of them is Starterra. It is going up within 54 minutes, which is actually the token of the Starterra platform, and there are other listings upcoming. So Starterra IDO starts within an hour, and there are some upcoming. This one might be interesting. It's Kujira, or however it's pronounced. That one I'm not sure. There are completed sales. I haven't been in this one, although I got looped from Pylon Gateway. This one was kind of interesting, but my wallet was not ready. And I tried the Orion, and actually when I go inside, that number changed for sure, but if we go inside, the result is that I haven't been selected. So there is a lottery, and I pre-founded only 240 UST. The minimum for this has been 200, so I put a bit more. And since I haven't been selected after 24 hours, I've been able to withdraw it actually. So I can withdraw it, but I can also leave it for the next IDOs, which I would, because I would like to be part of the Starterra IDO actually. Then when this timer hits 0, I will be able to participate. And, oh, they put indicator here because at the moment price of Starterra is 5.2. Might be the case that people are selling it because the IDO is incoming. There will be more tokens available. That means that they anticipate that the price would drop, which actually probably would happen, and it's minus 10%, which means I lost minus 10 on my Starterra, which is 3k bucks. So I lost 300 UST at the moment. Probably I would lost more, but that's the downside of taking part of this Starterra IDOs, because you have to participate, you have to have at least 2050 STEs, which means you have to stake 250 Starterra. I actually staked here the single asset, so I stake STT, and since I stake for the previous IDO, I staked 251 STT, so I got 251 STE, which is Starterra Energy, which allows you to be part of the IDO. And since I staked it, for some reason they list the price at 576, but the chart states it's 5.2. So hard to say what is the reason. Anyway, for staking I got this reward, which is like $2 for staking for 5 days, so not that much. So I lost 300 based on the price on the chart, and I earned $2 staking. But you know, I've been prepared for this event. Maybe I bought STT too early, actually. A part of this 250, then I bought another 250 because someone said that to be part of the squadron you need to have 500. I'm not sure it's true, but what is squadron? Let's check their main page. So to be part of the IDO, you have to stake Starterra, and there are factions. So if you got only 250 Starterra energy, you are part of the lottery for the 20% of the pool. And in terms of this IDO, the pool is 210. The pool is 210 divided for 14, which is the price. So I think it's 1.5 million tokens available in this listing, which means that 20% of it is 300 tokens. They claim the difference between the market price and the IDO price is that much. This means it's 37 times cheaper, which means you get that much of the game, but you won't be able to sell it immediately. So, and over time the price would drop. So it's not that obvious. Anyway, there are factions, and for this faction you are part of the lottery, which means you might not get any tokens, which has been the case for my Orion IDO. I haven't been lucky and haven't got any. There are factions, but you need 3,000 Starterra to be part of the faction, and then faction get 15% plus they fight for another 15 based on their place in the ranking. So if I understood correctly, the top faction gets additional 15. So if you're part of the faction, that means that you got 225,000 tokens to be split, and it depends how many people are there. I think that this is split evenly. So if there are 100 people, 225 tokens. So based on the price, which is also point, or you would spend 31 USD on it. I don't know how many people are in the factions. I've seen that for the IDO I've been part of, so they are not very transparent about the upcoming IDO. We know the price, we know how much they want to raise, which means probably, at least I understand, that they would like to raise that much. So if we divide the amount they want to raise by the price, that means that much of the tokens is available, although they do not say directly how much are there. 100 millions is the total supply of the STT token, so we don't actually know what would be the number. And when you win the allocation, your allocation would be paid in the linear mode daily through 6 upcoming months. So you would probably get, like, it depends how many tokens you got, but if you got 30, that means you got 5 tokens a month. Yeah, we'll see. I haven't won any, so I don't know. I haven't seen any YouTube videos regarding someone winning, although there are some Polish-based YouTube videos, because this is Polish-based platform, so that's why there are plenty of Polish videos and Polish people are quite hype about it. For the previous campaign I've been part of, you could check the ranking actually. So when I go here, I can see the leaderboard, and for some reason this doesn't show mine account, but when oh yes, here I am. So for this campaign I got 251 Starterra energy, which means I was on 11,251 place, 1100 actually, which means there were that much people, at least that much people, but I guess some people got 250, so probably there were like 12k people in the IDO, which is quite much, and these are the top wallets. And the thing is that till you join you cannot see this. So, but also there is another faction of top wallets. I think that the white paper says, we can see the white paper, it's here behind me, Whalecraft. Yep, top 100 holders. So that means if you want to be in the Whalecraft, which they got guaranteed 20% of the pool, that means that in the case of you probably need something around, hard to say because it's the 15th place, but probably 20 3,000 Starterra, which is around 100 and 120k USD, which is a lot. But then if you part of it, that means that you got 300 tokens for 100 people, which means you got 3,000 tokens per person, and at the price of 14 you pay 420 USD for your allocation. And if you think you're lucky, or if you think that price would still be the same, so if you think that the price would be like that, then you got 3,000 tokens, so you got 15k USD, which means you paid 420. So at the end, that's the percentage they present. So you got 37x. Of course, you won't be able to sell for that price, because the price would drop when people release their tokens. But if you actually get 300 Starterra tokens, then it means you can be part of the fraction for free. Because to be part of the fraction, you need 3k of Starterra energy, and actually that's the main reason I'm part of this IDO, because I just want to get Starterra to be able to participate in future IDOs. At the moment I got 500 Starterra, which I paid around 3k USD, which is 3k bucks. Very expensive, I'd say, to be part of it, although I do not have to lock it, so that have to be staked. And when you stake it, it is locked for 5 days. I cannot probably unstake it now. You can see, hard to say. Maybe I don't want to risk it, blocking myself out of this sale. Anyway, I hope I will be able to join the squadron, because based on their white paper, when you join the squadron, you are 100% guaranteed to be part of the pool. Although it is, I guess it is still part of the pool for the although it is still part of the pool for recruits, because you are still the recruit having less than 3,000 Starterra, which probably depends how much you will get. And the price dropped again more, and it's dropping. I actually don't know what's the reason. I would think that people would be buying this to stake for this IDO, but maybe. And that's one of the allegations I've seen online, that they create IDOs, and when people buy Starterra, actually the holders selling it, so the dev team is selling, or the platform owners, launchpad owners. I don't know. I've seen that accusation in a few YouTube videos, so maybe it's true, maybe it's not. Hard to say. I wouldn't be surprised, because someone is definitely selling if this is dropping, although this is the volume is not that big, because the volume is 2.2 million, so not that big, I'd say. I'm not sure what's our market cap is. 59 million USD. Not that big, but it's also not very small. It's not a shitcoin. A shitcoin's got like $2 million, and can be the price can be changed very easily, and can be influenced by someone having a lot. So you can see the price is fluctuating. I bought around 5.9, something like that. Let me check. Yeah, my dollar cost average is 5.91. I bought some around 6, got some cheaper, but dollar cost average is that much, which means I have already lost 12% on it, which is I lost almost 400 USD only to the price drop. So not the best deal. So if I won't be the part of the IDO, I would be in minus. So actually would be nice to be part of the IDO, because other way I would be quite unhappy. Anyway, there are 33 minutes, and you need to do some activities before you can join it. One of the activities is KYC, and to do the KYC you have to go to bottom of the page, click KYC, and go to the process. You use your wallet to do this. It took a few hours for me. The first part is that you scan your face, and another part is that you scan your ID. which is not the thing I would like, that someone is now having my ID connected to my Terra wallet, but it is what it is. Maybe it's a good idea to use a different wallet for that, so not your main wallet but some other wallet. So maybe this one would become my secondary wallet after some time. But what are the steps? So I guess we will see live what are the steps, but the steps are that you join the squadron, you agree to the terms and conditions, you pay your pre-fund, and then you join the IDO. There is additional step KYC, but I've done KYC already, so there are 5 steps, 5 steps, 5 steps. So we'll see. So I guess I have to prepare my wallet, and I hope now you understand a bit better how this works. But it would be nice if they list here the minimum amount, because I got 1000 USD prepared for this, but if the minimum is 2000, then I'm screwed. I probably won't be able to remove my STT from staking. Would be really nice if they list the minimum to participate. And also the surprise might be that there are no squadrons for the Orion one. There were no squadrons. Squadrons were not allowed. That's why I haven't been able to participate in it. And what I've heard that to join squadron you have to be quite quick. So you have to click quickly to join the squadron during the first few minutes of the IDO when it happens. So might be the case that I wouldn't be able also here to do it. And I think the white paper does not say what is the white paper doesn't say what is their actual algorithm for picking winners. So maybe they are just picking them by hand, because it took them like 20 hours to inform me that I haven't been picked. So in the Orion one, when it says I'm not the winner of the lottery, before it was that it would be determined, and it was for around 20 hours. So I don't know what's the algorithm of choosing winners. Maybe they choose known wallets. You don't know. It's not. I haven't seen in the paper. Maybe. Let's check. So it even seems that in the faction you got 50% guaranteed, and 50 is lottery based. So that means that 7.5 is guaranteed between the members of the faction. Anyway, well, there is some leaderboard for the factions also, and this affects the lottery within the faction. But what is the... So there is a limited number of winning tickets. We don't know where newcomers could not yet have large amount of digitals. You can have lower than in the other tiers. Those who make it win a lottery ticket will achieve it. Okay, so that means that if you win, your allocation is quite high. That means that probably like 10% of people win the lottery in the recruits tier. That's why it is, I guess it's better to join the squadron. Even then you probably split the allocation of the squadron between squadron members, but at least you got something. So I guess after this IDO the price would drop, because some people would just sell their STT because they know they would get more. So and when there would be more on the market, I guess the price would drop. So probably not the smartest decision to buy STT at the moment, but if I want to be part of the IDO, I had to. And for the upcoming ones, that one is interesting, although it's not that important for me, because that's for buying liquidations from Anchor, which means you have to get a lot of USD to be able to buy those liquidations, or you buy them without almost no gain. And they are doing that on purpose, that they do not tell you what is upcoming. It's top secret, and then a few days before the IDO it is revealed, and it might be something interesting, might be something shitty, you don't know. So 24 more minutes, we'll see. Now there are 10 more minutes. I have checked in the Terra Station wallet, the price is 5.2, so that price seems to be a lie. Hard to say. Anyway, meantime, I've seen the Terra Station that Luna price also dropped, so I'm not that happy about it. I lost around $100, I think, also on Luna, because I haven't swapped it for UST when I bought it, and I also bought it via Binance, so it dropped significantly during last 2 days, like $4 a Luna. Another rookie mistake. Okay, and I swapped my Luna for UST. So at the moment, if the price is 5.2, but probably when I'm selling, I lost like 500 UST on this deal so far. So if I'm not selected for the IDO, that means that I'm more or less 500 in minus, which is quite a lot. Which probably means I would prefer Pylon Gateway, but we'll see. I doubt I'll be able, even if I participate, I won't get like 3 million, 100 billion percents what they advertise, but let's see what is the circulating supply if they say that it's here. So current circulating supply is 8.7 millions, more or less. That means if they add 1.5 million to it, the price would drop probably over the course of this half a year by 15%, maybe 20%, because it's around 20% of that number, and they would probably drop another. They would probably drop more. It would probably drop more because they would also sell their own tokens. There is a distribution chart somewhere there, I think. Yeah. So over time, it's very small, so hard to say what it means. If it's weeks, months, whatever, days, and team is that one. So they got quite significant amount. So if they drop it, the price would drop. But even if price drop 2 times or 3 times or 5 times, even if price drops to $1, it is still more than probably $1 is 0.14. You still 7x on it, so it won't be that bad. But if I'm not part of it, then I would probably be a bit pissed. But it is what it is. That's the I took the risk. So the only person I can complain is myself. But this thing is not that clear. It should be, in my opinion. But also the Starterra already got 2. I'd say they already got 2 yellow cards, because when there was a first IDO of their tokens, the liquidity pool was kind of small, and that's why price raised to around 36 UST, and then it dropped the same day. Some people say it was around an hour at that price. So some people were buying, thinking it is something worth buying. But then the rumor says that like the Starterra team sold at that price, and the price dropped to around 9, 7, then 9. So some people were screwed. Like they lost 75%, maybe 50%, maybe more of their UST when they were buying. So it is not that amazing. So I've heard that accusation that actually the Starterra team has been behind that pump and dump, I'd say. So that's the first yellow card, because they came with some explanation, but it doesn't seem to be that honest. So might be the case, it's true. And another thing was that lately, like a week ago, there was a Apollo token farm launch, and there was public farming, and we got a lot of liquidity pools there and a lot of single assets. And I think at the beginning they haven't listed Starterra, but then they listed their liquidity pool. But after listing, Starterra changed the smart contract, and actually the Apollo dudes were pissed off about it, so they unlisted Starterra from their platform. And that was the second yellow card. So might be the case that there will be third, I don't know. We'll see. But we can see that at least this dropped to mirror the price, market price. But we'll see. 31 seconds, we'll see what would happen. My wallet seems to be ready, I hope. I have to check if... Yeah, I think I checked already. Yeah, my USD is there, not that much as I thought there would be, but my mistake again. I wonder if that would turn yellow and I could participate. No. Let me reload this. I don't know. Let's wait a bit. But I cannot still participate in it. Yeah, now I can't open for 2 days. Why my starter energy is 0? Oh, it's refreshing. It's refreshing. But maybe I need Starterra energy for each IDO separately. I don't know. Maybe something is still wrong with my internet. Maybe something is still wrong with their platform. But it says I got... Okay, now I got it. Let's check again. Okay. Okay. So I can only be the recruit. I got it. I chose it. And what else? I choose my tire. Yeah, and what then? So squadrons are disabled, so if I won't win, which is probably not very probable, I'm like 500 in minus. Anyway, like to join this. It doesn't go further. You can see the leaderboard. So I guess the people got the same problem. They cannot join because the leaderboard is that small. Really weird. Now I can get there. So my only option is the recruit tire. Let's see. Blah blah blah. I know. Accept. Now I have to sign probably one additional UST. Looks like half the UST. Okay. We are waiting for that to happen, and we'll see how much I need. How much UST I need. So actually, I will be enough to have 250 STE. So I would lose only 200 UST on it, on that excellent deal. Anyway, we'll see. I mean, it's lottery based, so you know, either you got 300 STT or you have to pour to be part of the guaranteed pool. And it's checking. I don't know if my internet is okay. Now I changed the network. Let's see if that helps. What the fuck? Okay, I would reload this. Hope it won't stuck. Squadron not disabled. I think it's again stuck. Oh, what the hell? Maybe I'm already participating. Again, my starter energy is 0. It doesn't. I mean, maybe it's fault on my internet connection, but I switch internet connection now to more reliable. And again, it shows 0. Let me refresh it. It shows 0. So they are probably overloaded because the speed how this loads is not very amazing. It might be the case that I'm fucked because I got a timeout on signing in. Hard to say. And it again, oh yes, it shows my stake. It's live. Squadrons are disabled. Okay, again, yes, I have to spend another. Oh man, it's annoying. I'm not sure it's my fault. I rather suspect it's their fault because there are too many people trying to join it. But since there are no squadrons, it doesn't really matter if I join now or later. So actually might be the case I made a mistake exchanging my Luna to UST. Maybe I would exchange it back in hope that it would raise Monday. Let's see what's going on with my transaction. It's failed. Excellent. And again, I paid half UST for the failed transaction. Probably too many people are trying. So I guess the only reason to join area is if squadrons are allowed, because squadrons are beneficial for recruits, and there are like 10 of squadrons and they got full quite quickly, at least what I've seen for other IDOs. So yeah, and it probably won't go again. So another UST wasted. Never happened. It doesn't matter. Yep, it haven't happened. So and again it's 0 ST, blah blah blah. So I'd say it's not. And I'll check history of my wallet, and it's strange because it says that actually my first transaction has been successful, so I should be in the IDO already. It says there was a timeout, so really weird. So my first was successful, but I can't see myself in the IDO. So I'm the recruiter in that IDO. We'll see, maybe when it refreshes. But you can see I cannot go further. It's fucked up. Strangely strange. Maybe I won't be able to sign it now because I already signed it and there's some error here. So I still got 2 days. I don't know if they got any support chart, blah blah blah. I don't see any support here, so but maybe it's behind myself. Anyway, seems I cannot do shit here because I'm already signed in. At least my history claims so. History of my wallet claims so, but I'm not in the IDO. So probably I shouldn't try it again. So for my next try, I got information that user in recruiter execute WASM contract failed. So that means that I'm already in the recruiter, but I cannot move forward here. Maybe it is somewhat overloaded. So maybe I should restart my browser. Nope. I'm still 0 ST, so quite annoying, I must say. Okay, it worked. So the minimum is 200 USD, which I already got because I got pre-funded 240. So here how it goes. Probably their site is overloaded. Anyway, I'm in the recruiter. I got my pre-fund, although I can add extra, and I probably would. It doesn't hurt me, although then my money would be locked for a few days. So I'm not sure, and I can add extra. You may need to add extra from till the end to fill your entire allocation, and this is allowed, I think, till the. Maybe I should have it like that. Then there is another transaction fee, another 1 USD. There would be also a tax on this transaction, so it's you are losing money progressing. Yeah, so for the 200 for the recruit tire and squads, which are not allowed, and 300 for the faction tires and aircraft, but I guess they should put more because their allocation would be bigger. I've been planning to put 1k. I don't know. Actually, what is the max I can put? Okay, the whole I got in my wallet. Okay, go back. It checks again. Yeah. Come on. I have chosen the tire already. What the hell? Anyway, I must say it's quite annoying. Okay, now I'm okay. I refresh the page and now I'm okay. It's quite annoying. And I wonder, the only thing I wonder if I can, so I guess I would pre-fund, because I'm not sure I can do it later. So I would pull like that to have, okay. Let's see if this happens. So the only reason to join early, I'd say, is to be part of the squadron. Then it doesn't matter. Although there are some information that for factions and whalecraft, how long they stake. But I guess it doesn't matter if they stake during the IDO or before the IDO, whatever. So, and also for the whalecraft, the snapshot is taken randomly or at the unknown time to prevent people from creating additional wallets. But they can do it anyway. So, like, you can then have 10 wallets with 1k STT each, and I'm checking the history and nothing's showing in my history. Let's check this transaction. It is successful. I paid 1.5 USD, so I'm coming closer to, but it does not refresh. So it seems their page is really overloaded. They should invest in more expensive infrastructure, because it seems it does not meet the requirements for the traffic. And now I wonder if I can remove 250 STE, because if I would wait another 2 days, then I would probably lose another 200 USD, something like that. My mistake. Okay, so the transaction was successful, so I'm clicking go back and I'm checking. I probably have to refresh it. It doesn't help, it still shows 240. And that's annoying. So I know my transaction has been successful. I have done the hard reload and nothing happened. Let's see in the history of my wallet. Yep, the pre-fund is successful, is sent. So probably I have to wait a moment. I don't know, I don't want to risk it. That would be the only one amount. I think you can pre-fund after, and again you can see that this is broken. So it seems, my guess is that their system is overloaded, but maybe the blockchain is overloaded, I don't know. But it doesn't seem very promising for the platform that it works like that. It's not a beta version. They already offered some IDOs, so quite annoying. You may need to add additional funds to fill your entire allocation. But I've seen somewhere that you can add this during the IDO, but it doesn't say here, so I wouldn't risk it at the moment. Look, I wasted like half an hour of my time, of my life, trying to do this. I already lost 500 bucks on this, and there is a chance I would get like, where is this calculator? So if I'm successful and the allocation is, but this allocation is for the whales, so if whale is successful, then whale can make, so that would be the amount of dollars at the current price. Well, let's assume it would be 1, so you can make that much if it drops to 1. If it drops to 2, you can make that much. If it drops to 3, you can make that much dollars, which is, I'd say, really nice. But as you can see, I cannot even join because it doesn't refresh correctly. It's really annoying. So it is strange because it says that my send was successful, but my wallet still got the same amount of UST. No, not anymore. Okay, so maybe something is happening. Maybe, I don't know, maybe the smart contract is so slow that it's been executed just a few seconds ago. I don't know. But my history says that this happened at 220 and now it's 228, so 8 minutes ago. Okay, let me refresh it again. Still the same amount. That's quite annoying, I must say, because I would like to have this pre-funded, the amount I really pre-funded. So I pre-funded 1k UST, at least according to my Terra Station history, and I cannot participate for some reason. Okay, because again, it is not refreshed correctly. So I guess I would end here and try to check this later, because it doesn't make any sense at the moment to spend more time, to waste more time on this. So far my experience with the Pylon launchpad hasn't been that bad, although it's not only chocolate and roses. Like, there were some bugs when it stopped showing my allocations, or there are some bugs anyway on the Pylon, so it's not that the Pylon is better than this one, but this is quite annoying, I must say. I know maybe I should click participate, and I would prefer to see that I got pre-funded 1k than not 240, so really weird, really weird. At least it disappeared from my wallet, so I know that the transaction has been successful. I guess I would try again. Last time. Yeah, let's see the leaderboard. Yeah, I'm on 33k. But at the moment, if you got 4k, you're able to participate in Wildcraft, but that would change when people join. And there are factions, so that they're actually fighting for the, and at the moment 155 people joined, which are in factions here. I wonder if my ST counts towards the faction since I joined as a recruit. I don't know. Still 240. Quite annoying. And maybe I should click pre-found more and see. Maybe it will update. I guess I'm part of the problem because I'm clicking, refreshing, sending more requests to their web server, and probably a lot of people doing the same. So I guess the best would be to just stop doing that and participate later. There is not that they would close it. There are 2 more days. Doesn't work as expected. So wasted half an hour already, and I'm partially successful on this. Lost $400. Well, we'll see if I'm chosen, then maybe I can make this up. But if not, then I would probably prefer the pylon gateway, because there you don't lose your money, either the pre-found, because that works differently. So anyway, I would probably create a video comparing both soon. I must say my experience with this is not that good. I thought it would be better, but what you can do, we'll see. We'll see if this refreshes. I think I still got 2 more days, so we'll see. So after around half an hour, I've been able to join STT IDO. Actually, then it started working really fast. I tweeted one paragraph, so maybe this helps, I don't know, but at the moment I'm 1056th. Like a half hour ago I've been 551 or 51st. So it means that people are joining. So we can check factions. I'm actually an interstellar. What I can say, and also when I joined it, when I have joined IDO, there was information that till the end of IDO I shouldn't remove my stake. That means that I understand that this is still actually the IDO happens. So when the tokens are distributed, then I can remove it, which means I might be quite unhappy at the end. Although the price moved up a bit, like 1% up. At the moment I'm around 500 USD minus on the whole operation. So if I click here, I can check. I got all checks. I got 1000 USD as a pre-fund. Maybe I would add extra. It seems I can do it. So the maximum is 10k. Maybe I would do it. I got some additional USD, actually Luna in my wallet, but I can convert it to USD. But at the moment all steps are met. I got 1k pre-funded, which means that in around 3 days I should know what's going on with this, because there are 2 more days for registration, and last time it took them 20 hours to actually do the lottery. So after 3 days I should know, and then it seems that after 24 hours, when the IDO is finished, when the allocation is given, then you can remove your cash, your pre-fund. So I guess if I'm chosen, then I would be able to remove the part of the pre-fund, because the rest would be spent on STT. And if I'm not chosen, I would be able to remove 1k, although there will be some fees and taxes and stuff like that. And then I probably wouldn't be able to remove the whole k, but we'll see. At the moment, it is just quite risky to invest in those IDOs on Starterra if you are below 3k STT. If you got 3k STT, then you're guaranteed to have it. Maybe that's the way, but still quite risky. So anyway, we'll see. And for example, I wonder how much I need to make to be even. So if I lost 500, so I need to get 500 back from the IDO. We can assume that would be, let's assume the worst case scenario that STT would be for $1. after the IDO is in half a year. So if this $1, then I would get 5 of them. 0.14, this would be the price, so I would spend 70. If 70 is given, then if the minimum is given, which is 200, then at the list price I would get 140 something. That means I'll be like 1k plus, because I lost 5,000 already. Maybe I would lose more, I don't know, because I have to keep the staked STT for 3 more days. We'll see. Anyway, that's how you do it. That's how you stake. That's how you stake, and that's how you take part in the Starterra IDOs. I hope this is helpful. We all learn every day. So now there is a number of people, and it seems that there are 4,871 people, but I think those are which were given the tokens. So we can see what is the, actually we can guess. So they got 12.50 for the price of 14, so they got that many tokens by how many participants? For 4,871. So they got like 153 tokens per person on average. I don't know if that's true, if that's the real allocation, but if it's true, then for Orion. At the moment it is listed for around $1, at least at Ethereum network, but so was it worth it? Depends. Probably Wise got more, so it's hard to judge. Anyway, I hope this is helpful, and now you know how to take part in these Starterra IDOs. I'd say it's not ideal. I think I prefer the pylon one, but I guess I would do some comparison, and when this one finishes, I would probably put some money into Orion pylon, and we'll see. Anyway, thanks.